I'm going to give you a really quick introduction to the Code of Commerce warehouse management system. Now, this system can be used as a traditional warehouse management system for fulfillments. It can be used for storage, or it can be used for inventory storage or inventory management. When you first visit the system, the dashboard gives you an overview of what's going on inside your depot. And at any point during this time, you can switch between depots and view a different one. Now, the basic options are order management, pick management, the spatial areas, so these are your depots, your locations, your containers and dimensions, products, so your SKUs, the groups of SKUs, the locations they can be stored in, and the categories for SKUs, and the inventory, which is an area where you can manage your stock at a finite level, so you can manage individual items, or you can perform move requests, movements, batches, verifying stock in, receiving stock, performing stock checks, etc. And then we've got services, which allows you to configure the pricing for your system. And then accounts, which is all of the accounting stuff. So managing your customers who own the stock, their invoices, and various other options. And then we have lots of system configuration levels. Okay, so your system will contain one or more depots. Now, these depots can be virtual, it's like a trailer or a van or whatever, or they can be a physical location. Each of those depots will have many locations within it. And again, they can be shelves, they can be bays, they can be pallets, however you want to set it up. If you want to have a very detailed bay, shelf and row system, then you can do that, or you can just be abstract with how you want to store your stock. Now, each of these locations has lots of features you can configure to do with pricing, restrictions on picking and placing, etc. Everything in the system can have a photo. So these locations, if you wished, you could take a photo and store what the location looks like. This is great if it's a container or a pallet and you need to be able to show the customer what you've got on site. Again, every entity in the system you can store notes, and these can be anything really. Just abstract notes that you wish to log about this item or things you wish to share with the customer. And again, everything in the system has got a careful audit trail, so every change will be audited. If we look at the SKUs, the system can have as many SKUs as you wish. These can be grouped by contract. They can be vague, so they can just be SKU numbers for scanning barcodes, or they can be SKU numbers with full descriptions, photos, dimensions, whatever you wish. And again, we've got photos, we've got notes, we've got a full audit trail, and then we can have a quick look at part level observations. Every screen that presents you with a table of information, you have the ability to search and filter that data. You've got the ability to browse through different pages of information. If we look at this screen, this is the inventory management screen. So this is the finite management of items that you have on site. We get an overview here that tells us what's going on with these items, how long it's been in the warehouse for, an order it might be attached to, its current location, its SKU and its status. So we can see this item is being quarantined. If we select it, we can see all the information about that item. If we select one that's got photos associated with it, we can have a look at the photos. Oh, this one's got no photos, unfortunately. So, in the same idea from this side of things, from the inventory side of things, we can view items that are expected, so things that should be coming to the warehouse soon. We can receive new stock. We can verify stock that we have received. We can move items around our warehouse. And this section here, batches, basically everything that happens in the warehouse, every movement, every input of stock, every output of stock, there will be a batch. And that batch allows you to trace who did it, when they did it, and what they touched. As for stock ownership, we have the idea of a contract code. Now, the contract code is the customer that owns the stock. Now, they will own the items in the warehouse, and everything will have to be requested by them or inputted by them. And each of these contracts can be associated with various contract managers. And these managers are the people who are permitted to touch that stock. And we also have the ability to import stock, import movements, import goods in, import SKUs, and that can be pulled in from CSV files that are tabular files and ASM files, and also XML files. And at an organisation level, you can split your system up into different business units if you wish, and those business units can have their own depots and their own taxation, etc. So if you want to see any more, please view some of our other videos, and thanks for watching.